I started doing research about the impacts of idling cars and gas stations at the time that we knew that the Costco project was going to go forward through the special exception process. And what I found increased my level of concern. We know that idling occurs when automobiles, gasoline or diesels, are running with the vehicle not in motion. And excessive idling causes unnecessary release of air contaminants, including particulates and air toxics. And I looked at the county law regarding the siting of automobile filling stations, and I discovered that the law basically talks about, can you make it pretty enough and you can put the driveway entrances in the right place. And what I realized was that you could make it pretty and maybe you could locate the driveway entrances, but nothing in our law protected the citizens from the public health hazards that are associated with vehicle exhaust. I found that the more I read about gasoline, about emissions, and particularly about emissions during idling, the more I came to realize that the current law did not reflect the current state of the scientific understanding of the health effects of emissions. We'll never reduce pollution if the argument is that adding more can't make it worse than it is today. And so we have to take this, I think, as a serious concern.
When this issue came to my attention by the people standing behind me who live in the closest proximity to this mega station, it was clear to me that we had to use our voices as members of the county council to stop this situation from moving forward. And so as the chair of the education committee, I felt very compelled to stand forward and co-sponsor this legislation, because I think it's really important that we do all that we can to make sure the children in these communities are protected, the residents in these communities are protected, and these mega stations don't belong as close to the homeowners and swimming pools and elementary schools as this one is proposed to do.
One of the great concerns about this is the proximity of the neighborhoods to this major pollution source. And that we need to keep that in mind when we look at the reports which Costco has submitted. They underestimate the large amount of emissions from idling cars. This is a terrible location for a major source of hazardous air pollutants and carcinogens. You don't want children breathing that.
We understand that Costco has built a green standard Costco in California, and we think they should be doing the same thing here in Montgomery. No amount of economic development is worth jeopardizing the health and environment of a community in this county.
So it's time now, when we're confronted with the issue, to deal with it in a proactive manner. And what we're saying is, sure, not in our backyard, but not in anybody's backyard. This station doesn't belong, and these kind of stations don't belong so close to people.
Costco is profitable. They've got stores with gas stations. They've got stores without gas stations. Frankly, if they were so needy of the gas station, there are other places they could site this that wouldn't be next to residences. So if they really want a gas station, find a place that doesn't impair the public health.
I think this is a very important day. I think this is a demonstration of what a community can do to address a very important issue, not just for that community, but for the entire county. It is very important that we do what we can to bring the expert opinion and address these types of issues. This is an environmental concern. This is something that we need to be vigilant, and I think that with this new expert information, this is going to go a long way, I think, and all citizens in Montgomery County should be grateful that this council is stepping forward. Hopefully we move forward, and at the end of the day, we would be better off and continue to be an extraordinary county to live.